question. I think the sentence. I didn't understand. Any other questions? Yes, I'm sorry. Look, at the end of the day, I like the way of. Let me just say, I like the way of intellectual appraisal. But for the last several months, these brothers have been coming up to me and saying Salafis, they have been going ba 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 ba. I say to them, they think they do ba ba and no one is there to answer them. They think that when I had a debate with them in Luton and I challenged them many years ago and I said, bring your scholars to answer my questions, up till today no one has answered those questions. They know that ultimately the aqidah of the Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah is from the Quran and the Sunnah.
Subhanallah. We keep one of our Sunni, but the Qadian against stronger as well.
I agree.
And we had the Kareem in the mosque in Hartlepool, and they are actually getting better with those people. And they're trying to get us, are they a lot worse than the Wahhabs?
No, you see, it's like saying what's the difference between, very frankly, it's a bit of an awkward example to give, and maybe in public one shouldn't give this. It's like saying what's the difference between one fart and the other. And the views of Qadian, and he tried to portray himself to be a prophet. And what are they doing? They are not saying that there is a prophet, but they are dismantling the integrity of the prophet that we believe in. And if they dismantle, if you take Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam out of the equation, what is left in Islam? There is nothing left in Islam. So therefore, as far as Qadianis are concerned, at least we have peace with one thing. Why? Because we know that if someone says he's Qadiani, we know automatically the government of Pakistan is ruled. He's a non-Muslim. He's got a separate identity. But what the problem we have with these Wahhabis is that they come in our circles now. Their latest trick is this. They say we are Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. We say you are not Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, you are Khawarij. Your beliefs are the beliefs of Khawarij.
This is things that confuse me, and that's why, this is things that confuse me for the Wahhabi. The thing is still, but the Wahhabi is a totally different group. It's not in our mosque. Now it's totally different group. Which is,
because what they do is they deceive themselves.
With them, right? Obviously, right? I mean, the way, I'm questioning you, I can say, why do people love it? Why?
No.
This is no joke. When you dealing out there, you get to be understand this. You be serious. Don't look. I watch Peace TV, I watch Islam channel, I watch Unclear TV, right? People questions.
Seriously, you watch Peace TV?
Yes.
You watch Peace TV?
Yes.
You know what? Peace TV, okay. I don't know how you got the toleration to watch Peace TV. Someone who declares war against the family of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you tolerate listening to his lecture? I don't think so. They tortured the family of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he says that the torturers are, may Allah be pleased with them. I don't know how you managed to see it. The reality is, how can you entertain education from an enemy who has declared enemyship to the family of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? But let me give you another example. If that's your theory, if that's your blueprint, then someone will say, I watch the Sikh channel. You have to know that this is guidance and this is misguidance. And the reality is, these people who come on Peace TV, they are Kharijis in hiding. And they have declared themselves on many occasions. You can't hide yourself. Because they have openly said, Yazid radiallahu anhu. And this is not the way of the Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. And that's quite offensive actually. If someone beat up your dad and you say, oh, go and eat tongue up there. I don't think so. Yeah. It's ghairat. It's ghairat. You should have ghairat. These people, they uphold Yazid, who tortured the Ahl Bayt. How can we even say that they are people of reverence? Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? What channel should you
There are many, alhamdulillah, Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah channel, where there are many. I mean, for example, you have Dawat Islami channel, you have Madani channel, you have Ummah channel, you have Noor TV, you have Hijri TV, fine.
So what channel should we not be watching?
No, I'm saying that I'm not promoting any other channel other than these channels that are Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah.
Subhanallah.
Now, if someone puts on a channel and watches BBC News, I'm not going to put a fatwa on him that you now are kafir. But the Quran says, be careful. The Quran says, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, O you believe, in ja'akum fasikum binaba'in fatabayyanu. If a fasik comes to you with news, don't just take his word for it, corroborate it. So everything you hear from those channels, don't take it for face value, corroborate it. I have read that arguing over matters which are not clear in the Quran and Sunnah is wrong. Please explain, Adi. The Sahaba themselves argued with each other on unclear issues. What did the Prophet ﷺ say? This is wrong. When he saw the Sahaba argue, what did he say? He didn't say one is right and one is wrong. He said both are right. This is the way of the Prophet ﷺ. Let me give you an example of this. This is a very famous hadith. The Prophet ﷺ says to some people who were going to a town called Bani Qurayza, he said, La tusalli anna ahadukum illa fi Bani Qurayza. Go towards Bani Qurayza and read Asr there. So the group of companions, they went on their journey to Bani Qurayza, and when they were halfway there or somewhere there, the time of Asr came. Now the Sahaba, they had a, you say difference of opinion? The Sahaba had a difference of opinion. One group of Sahaba said that no, we should read Asr now because Allah says, Inna salata kanat ala al-mu'minina kitabun mawquta. The time for prayer is prescribed, Asr is due, we should read Asr. Another group of Sahaba said, yes, we know it's the time for Asr. But the Prophet ﷺ said, read Asr at Bani Qurayza. So yes, there is no difference between, even Ibn Taymiyyah said this, La farqum bayna amrillahi wa rasuli. There is no difference between the order of Allah and Rasul. So the Sahaba knew that if the Prophet ﷺ said read at Bani Qurayza, then we will read at Bani Qurayza even if we read at the wrong time. So anyway, one group read Asr then, one group read at Bani Qurayza. When they came back to Medina Munawwarah, they presented themselves before Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They said, Ya Rasulullah, now we have a division. Which one is right? The one who read on time or the one who read afterwards? He smiled. He said, both of you are correct. One followed Allah's order and one followed the order of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There is no difference between the order of Allah and His Rasul. But if Allah's Rasul says to you that even though the time of Salah is due, if He says to you, don't read, then Allah's Rasul knows the order of Allah better than we do. Allah says read on time. But when Allah's Rasul says don't read on time, for example, on the day of Arafat, the Muazzin says Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, he calls people to prayer. But Rasulullah, no one reads Maghrib in Arafat. All the Hajis, they go to Muzdalfa and read Maghrib with Isha. Why? Maghrib should be read at the time of Maghrib. But because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, don't read Maghrib now, at the time of Maghrib, read it with Isha. Therefore, we will follow the commandment of Rasulullah. So we, where there is a scope for a dispute, we always align ourselves with the way of the Sahaba, Salaf Salihin, and with the Aimma al-Mujtahideen and the rightly guided Aimma after that.